Hi guys, I am just going to add everybody in. We obviously have my lovely girl Jane and Maria and Brant, and we're here today. I better put the comments on so we can actually see who's around. We're here today to talk all things divination and hopefully give some reads out. If anybody is wanting a read, you can type your name at the bottom. How is everybody?
Great.
Great.
Fabulous.
And what's going on in divination for everybody? Wow.
Not everyone at once, right?
You should be ready for that question.
I know.
I was showing you lovely ladies backstage before we got started my Fatima Oracle.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah, love these beautiful cards. But yeah, I'm going to use that one. It was painted by an Italian artist, and he called it in the 1920s or 30s. I want to say, I don't know. No one really knows why he called it the Fatima Oracle. Maybe it was just because he had a special relationship with the Virgin Mary.
Show some of the images.
But there's our bird, our ring. But so yeah, it's a Lenormand based, but it has 32 instead of 36. The story of Fatima in Portugal in 1919, I want to say, I may be wrong, an apparition of the Virgin Mary appeared and literally was seen by thousands of people. And one of the main things that happened before she appeared is that the sun started to spin. It was like you could see that it was spinning in place, and it just had this, and it just stood there, and rather than moving as it normally would throughout the day. So there's this luminousness about this deck. I think that's where they're really trying to get it from, and you can kind of see that in the pictures of the sun and the moon.
Really love the color palette on it.
Yeah, me too. How they just seem to pop, and it looks really nice in a little 4x8 GT as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I brought. These have been sitting in storage. That's the sun card right there. They've been sitting in storage, gosh, since last June. So it's going to be fun to play with these guys again today.
So if everybody types the question, if they do want a read from us, we will be doing the most exciting questions you have. Think big. Let's have some big questions today. And while you're thinking of your questions, we actually have some amazing stuff coming up. We have a lot of freebies coming up. I have a Lenormand same-sex workshop on I think I'm doing Lenormand, Kipper and Gypsy on the 10th of March. All free for everybody if you would like to sign up for that. Jane's got Dice Divination on the 17th of the 3rd, and it is actually the easiest form of divination. So if you want to pick up the quickest and fastest way to actually start reading, that's brilliant. Dice Divination. We also have a mediumship circle where we are all going to channel, and we have a special guest for that, which is Alvia Crescens. You may know her as Inspiring Alien. And we're doing that for free on the 19th of March. And then I've got a Lenormand Masterclass coming up with all the most difficult things that you will ever face on a Lenormand basis or with any read or person coming in. That being said, write your questions down because we are here to chill out and read and really enjoy your questions. If we may not see your name coming up if you come up as Facebook users, so please put your name and your questions so that we can actually get to them. And I'm working with Lenormand, Kipper and Gypsy triple deck Maria, what have you got today?
So today I have your deck here.
Oh, check you out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, I have the other one. I never remember. This is Police Sunset,
Yes.
the Norman. And this one I have here, I don't know. I never know the name of this one.
Color.
Which one?
Color. I've got it in a mini today, mixed
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Pixie and stuff.
I've been using this a lot.
Black and white as well.
Oh yeah, well there's a black and white version.
Oh, that's cool. I have
Nice.
my tarot deck too.
Yay. Which tarot deck?
Fyodor Pavlov's. I've been using this one a lot lately. I really like it. And I've been using both your decks as well.
Yay. Jane, what have you got?
I've got tarot and I've got our runes.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Jane.
they're so cute, so tiny. I love them.
In tiny hands.
I'll show
In
you
tiny hands, for tiny hands like ours.
Yes.
a full set of runes. Where's my camera?
Somebody's saying how handsome Brant looks. We were saying that before. He really
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, guys.
The
I
bird is-
appreciate it.
Yep.
I'm trying to grow out some handlebars here.
Oh, sexy.
If you've got any Akashic record readings, I'll use that tarot for them. And if it's normal questions, I'll
Yes,
use
Jane will happily do Akashic Records readings if you want to go all woo tonight. We're open to anything. Someone says Grant has grown a beard. Must not have seen him in a long time. Brant's been able.
Guys, I don't really know, and I probably should know, but I don't really know what exactly the Akashic record stuff are, and maybe there's someone else that doesn't know.
There's
Can you
all
please-
different, there's all different names for it, and it is a record of everything that your soul has ever been through, will go
Oh.
through. So it's real spiritual journey kind of.
what you carry over from your past lives, what you need to work on in this life to get over that.
Oh,
To
that's
ascend.
exciting.
Yeah. So we've got
I love
loads of
that.
questions in. We have loads of questions. If I miss your read for any reason, please put it in again. It's just the comments do tend to jump around, and it's been shown. It's been shown on different platforms. So if you don't see other people's questions, that's okay.
Yuri has a question on YouTube. Yuri de la Pena. He says, hi, Brant. What do you do with directionality when you use just 3 or 5 cards in a Gypsy Witch reading if you leave out the significator? Well, number one, you just read it as a storyline, right? You know, first this, then that, followed by this. And then you would just use your directionality that you see in the cards, or, you know, rather than saying you would look at, so let's say you had like a really bad card, like the snake. You would just see what card that is that next to, and that's how it would have the greatest effect. And you would try to weave your story together like that.
Cool.
But yeah, you're still always looking at directionality, but it's not going to be the same as when you have a significator there. But you would still note the directionality in relation to the other cards in your line.
Perfect.
Or at least the near and far aspect of it.
Yeah. The person who wrote about a recession, I don't see your name, and a country would be good, so that we know what we're reading on that. Linneman, do you want to take a Linneman read, Maria?
Why not?
Dan has asked a question about an upcoming meeting with his lawyer regarding financial issues. What will happen?
Okay, so let's see.
Brian, do you want to take Yasna's question after Maria?
Sure.
Okay, so we have pretty good cards that we would like to see in a financial reading, starting with fish and key and the sheep that are like together. So that's a good sign that opportunities will be offered by your lawyer, or during this meeting, for you to get an agreement or a resolution that favors you. I see some indicators that you might have to give up on certain things that are not too important, but that can mean that there are maybe payments or expenses that you need to make in order to avoid greater losses. So it seems that it is in your best interest for you to do that, and to maybe comply with certain things that are not ideal for you, or you wouldn't want to do initially, but that are going to save you money down the line. And in general, it appears that you are going to reach a favorable situation for yourself if you follow the advice given, and if you do these small concessions, so that you end up with the best possible resolution for you.
Well, Yasna's up next, and Brant. I would say go for it, Yasna, always.
Oh, give me a second. I lost the card. Come on. Okay, got it. You're welcome, Dan.
Can't hear you, Brant. Why are you muted?
Sorry. My bad. All right, Yasna, honey, you got ship, which as we know, is really good for trade and customers. The next card you got was a letter. That's communication, and that's literally the page itself, right? If you want to be literal about our cards here. And then we got house, which again is also predicts success. I would say that, yeah, you're definitely going to be able to grow your business. And I would say focus locally. With the house there, I think everything's going to be close to home. Like when you set up your page in Facebook, you'll find that you can put your advertisements literally in the neighborhood you're at. So yeah.
And we'll share it as well, won't we? We'll all
go
share.
for it. Absolutely.
So Jane's up next.
So I've already done my cast for Kadini. Will you get the salary that you're asking for in your new job? I would say that at this time, no, I'd say your salary, there'll be some aspect of it where it's going to be kind of frozen. So if you get the salary you're looking for, it won't grow. So you won't get any pay rises. I think it's kind of bad timing for the opportunities to come around with regards to pay increases and things like that. They may also say that you might not have the wisdom as such in experience-wise within the company or within that job role, which is validated their reason as to why you wouldn't get that at this time. It's about kind of asserting yourself. It could also cause conflict with others if they were to give that pay rise. So say at this time, it is not the right time. I don't see them giving you the salary that you are hoping for within your new job, but there will be potential down the line for it, just not right now.
Cool.
Sorry.
And I'll do Valentes. I'm just still laying the cards. I've laid for a 6-month period on finances, and you'll know better than me, but there is maybe somebody in your life that isn't helping you with finances at the moment. In fact, there may be somebody in your life who actually spends money, or you spend money more than you actually should. Within the coming 6 months, we see a stabilizing of finances. I wouldn't say it is over and above and amazing, but I would say it's a stabilization of finances that actually sees you feeling like you are in a better place. But it's going to take you probably, the first 4 to 6 months to actually get your finances back in order. And Maria, would you like to do Marlies? The lovely
Yes, of course.
Marlies. Congratulations on your new job, Marlies.
Yay, Marlies. Let's see how that is going to go.
Grant, do you want to try Robert Hutchinson's question after? The good meaty one.
Who am I doing?
Robert Hutchinson, will the Ukraine be safe from Putin? That's a meaty one for you.
Will any of
Wait a
us?
second, please. I have
Will
to.
any of us? Maria's
Back off, Oscar.
hurting.
No cats allowed. Okay, sorry. So this was for Marlies about her new job. So I see that particularly in the beginning, it is going to feel quite burdening for you. I see that there is like a lot of information, a lot of tasks, and you are going to be feeling quite lost. And this pressure that you are going to be feeling might make you a bit unmotivated or demotivated. I'm never sure how to say that. Hope it's correct. But what I see is that the first couple of weeks can be particularly hard here, and you can feel a bit out of place. This is going to improve as you settle down in this position, and actually it appears that once that you have reached a point in which you are comfortable and you get the hang of what you have to do, you are going to feel much more comfortable here, and it seems to be something that has the potential to last, maybe not for a super long time, but I see that it brings you a certain stability, that when it comes to people that you are working with, even if the beginning is not super welcoming, but you are going to find your place, and it appears to be a good opportunity for you. The hardest part is the beginning. Try to keep in mind that this is going to be just a temporary, just until you settle in, and after that it will be much easier for you to continue.
Brilliant. Where is Robert Hutchinson? There we go, Brent.
Okay, so we asked, will the Ukraine be free from Russia? So I got house, cross, and bouquet. So I kind of think, yeah, but there's not going to be, it doesn't mean there isn't going to be some sadness along with it and some hardship. They're probably going to take heavy losses before it's all over. But I just can't help but think with the bouquet at the end of this trio that things are going to turn out in Ukraine's favor.
We're all praying for that.
Yeah. Hopefully we won't blow.
Thermonuclear, yeah, let's hope.
Okay, Jane is going to do one for Miss P. And then I'm going to do Rose, sorry.
So, Miss P, you actually have quite a few gifts. You're quite gifted. Your third eye is really quite up. You've got clear seeing. You've also got clear knowing. I feel like sometimes you don't actually listen to what comes into you, or you don't really pay attention to it, so you don't realise that that's what actually it is. You see, you've got quite an abundance of spirit around you. You've got quite a lot of guys that want to work with you. There seems to be some kind of like disruption. So there's a disruption to your either daily routine or your spiritual practice, which is actually preventing you from fully opening up to a lot of what your gifts are. I would say that you need to there is opportunities for you to actually really grow. But the kind of disruption within yourself, so it could be some blockages within yourself at this time. You could be trying to force things along more quickly than what they are, and it's actually preventing rather than moving you forward. There is actually you're trying your luck or almost with different things instead of just letting things come through you, flow through you. You've got this kind of compulsion to be growing, which is actually in its essence preventing you from actually hearing or seeing as clearly as what you possibly could. But I would say claircognizance, clear knowing, and clairvoyance, you've definitely got that. You have got the ability to hear spirit, but you're not actually acknowledging the fact that you can. It's almost as if you're disbelieving that you are hearing. So you've got to kind of open yourself up, don't try and force things, and just let things naturally flow through you. If you're feeling like you're stuck in any way, just kind of like take a step back and allow things to just come around in their own time for you.
Lovely. Who was I doing? Rose. Rose would like to create a YouTube channel, and will she succeed? Before I start, it's notoriously difficult to build a following on YouTube. You will need to get all your ducks in a row. So know exactly what kind of videos you're going to do and know the genre of what you're going to do them in, and really create probably a few videos before you start gaining many subscribers. I would say that your subscriber count will probably be difficult for you in that it will set you back a little bit, feeling, oh, why am I doing this? But it's a case of keeping going and finding direction for the channel, and also sharing it everywhere. So asking your friends to watch it, asking your family to watch it, sharing it all over social media, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. And don't get disheartened right at the beginning if the subscriber count doesn't grow, because it really needs to find that momentum before it actually does. So eventually you will get to a place that you are happy with, but the first part, it'll be really hard for you to keep your eye on the goal, because you may be disheartened by these subscribers not rising as quickly as you would like them to be. But keep at it, and good luck, and let us know and share it with us, of course. Okay, I need to look down now. I haven't been looking at the questions. Anybody want to take a recession question?
We're all jumping at that one.
I'll do it. I don't mind. It's Yasmin that wants to know. I don't mind doing that one. I'll do that one in a minute. I think Brant would be great on this one. What does Christina need to do to improve her gypsy reading? The Fatima deck will work with that one well.
That's okay. I got gypsy cards here too. You kidding me? Okay. So, what do you need to do to improve your gypsy reading? All right, Christina Maria. Let's see here. What does Christina Maria need to do to improve her gypsy reading? Got my trusty little Biedermeier gypsy cards. And let's see, I got 1, 2, 3,
fun to do that.
So it's real pretty simple here, huh? And this would be sound advice if you were to just ask me outright. We've got soldier. So what does that mean? That means have a serious and disciplined attitude towards it. Continue to practice and practice hard. The soldier never gives up in the face of adversity. He has a, you know, as the Brits would say, stiff upper lip, right? The next card we have is fidelity. And again, that's telling you to stick with it. And the last card we have is unexpected joy. And that's, you know, one of our favorite cards of the Gypsy deck. So, I mean, I really just think that if you just go into it with a serious and disciplined attitude, stick with it, you're going to be pleasantly surprised at how quickly your skills with Gypsy cards improve.
Perfect. That's really nice. Do you want to do yours next, Jane?
I do.
Maria, if you want to do M. Armstrong afterwards.
Sure. Let me
You see the comments.
Yeah. Who did you say?
M. Armstrong.
Okay, got it.
Can Ariella, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rephrase a question because it's 3 sequences of questions or 2 sequences of questions. So I'm just going to ask now, how can Ariella best go first?
I'll take the question down because we can't see anyone's faces.
So, Ariella, I would say that you need to kind of don't look at it as like you've missed your chance. Don't look at it as like it's been bad luck or you've got this bad luck as it hasn't occurred. You've got to get out of that mindset. You've actually got to look at yourself and look at what it is you have within you, what it is you know, what insight you can give, what insight you can share, what you can actually bring to fruition. You've got to look within yourself and actually realize and know what it is that you can actually give. Don't come from a place of lack, as in like, I've waited too long, I've missed my opportunity, I've missed my chance, things aren't going to grow now. That is actually you lying to yourself. And actually, if you were to apply yourself and see what you're worth and actually still look within and see what you can bring to fruition for yourself, because you are able to create whatever it is that you're wanting to go for, you will find that success comes to you from that.
I like that. That's very nice.
It is. The runes are playing nice.
They are playing nice. So Yasmin wants to know if there will be a recession.
I'm too scared to ask.
I've got a mix of Lenormand negatives. I actually I'll tell you how I formulated the question. I formulated the question to show positive cards to show that the finances will be great in the country, and negative cards for obviously looking towards a recession. And I got 2 positive cards. But what I would actually say from the cards that actually fall is that it's more a case of cutbacks than actually a recession. I would say in some sectors there are cutbacks and financial spending is cut back. I wouldn't 100% go with a recession because we've got the cards that are actually positive I wouldn't expect to see them in a recession. They may actually get financial aid from some bigger organization that will keep the country just above a recession. The end. Brant, I gave you one, didn't I? Oh no, Maria. Who did it?
That was me. So, Mandisa, what I see about the place that you would do well in, this is a town. I mean, it's not like a super populated city, but it is not like some lost place in the middle of nowhere. It's like a mid-sized city or a town. I don't know exactly what the difference between a city and a town is, but hope you are getting it. And I see that this is of a place of a soft climate, not particularly summer-like, but I see that this would be a place that has this kind of climate that is like between spring and autumn, but never has these extreme temperatures to one side or the other. It does not look like a place that is particularly high or, you know, near mountains. It looks like somewhere kind of flat, probably not necessarily coastal, but near to water, like near an important you know, body of water, maybe a big or a, you know, an important river, or near a lake, or, you know, it could even be near the coast, but it's like not necessarily coast, but close enough to water. And what I see is that this is not a place that you have lived in before, so it would be someone and something, sorry, somewhere somewhere entirely new, instead of going back to any other place in which you have been already, but you don't seem to have connections to this place, you know, in terms of like family or friends living there. It is entirely separated. So hope it makes sense and gives you some guidance.
The person who wrote, "I'm starting a new path in my life, will this be fulfilling?" Will you please put your name at the bottom, because Facebook doesn't show us. Should we let Brant loose with a love reading?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Should we though?
I'd love to.
I have to say no.
Is he doing it?
Oh, am I going now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is for Andrea Borbas. Let's look at your love life. This time I'm going to be using my Czech Gypsy cards. Let's look at your love life. And we'll just say for the next month. All right. Give them a good shuffle. Three. Okay, so the first card we got is Death. The next card is Journey. And the last card is our Priest card. So now we're going to look at motion and things like that on here. I really think that number one, either you're going to find that right person. You're ending that phase of loneliness and things are changing. Sort of like you're going to find that soulmate, or, you know, some people may not believe in soulmates, but, you know, there is somebody that is for everybody out there. With the Priest card, it's going to come like an omen or something. It's going to be, you're going to receive some kind of sign or message that this is the one. And I set my intention for the month. So for you know, maybe by the end of March or beginning of April, you'll either meet somebody. Like I said, it's going to be totally out of the blue, and it's going to be a drastic change from what you are accustomed to in a person, maybe.
All expecting.
Wow.
That was a positive love reading for
It was
Brant.
a positive love read.
Yay! It was high red or something.
That's amazing. It must be the Florida air.
Something like that.
Okay, I'm going to read for Erica. Why is Pascal contacting Erica? Well, Erica, I would say that he hasn't quite let go of the connection with you. He would actually like to grow that connection again. We don't have cards coming up with love or anything like that, but I would suggest that he really enjoyed the sex, and he is really trying to get that connection going again with you. And I would say you had quite a heated relationship that was a whole heap of fun for him, and the fact that you've moved on is difficult for him, and he's trying to still, even after all this time, be spontaneous and grab that attention back to him. Ooh. Ooh. Sue Wilkinson is this one. Who's not read in a while? Maria?
Yeah, Tommy. Okay, Facebook user. Oh, Sue Wilkinson. Cool.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Marliese wants Brant to check her love life since you're in a positive mind frame.
Oh wow, since we are positive.
He's in his mind now, he's saying, play nice, play nice.
Since we are being positive, this actually looks so well, Sue. I have this. I mean, I have a whole lot of cards here on the table, but just that there's the 3 cards right here that I have at the beginning. I have the Fool, I have the Sun, I have the 9 of Cups, saying that this is a very promising new path that you are taking. I see that there are certain doubts that you will have about whether this is right for you, because it is going to, in a way, come at a price for you. It is going to give you a whole lot of happiness and a whole lot of fulfillment, but I see that it is going to cost you to lose certain things, particularly when it comes to relationships around you or people around you that might not really get what you are doing. And I see that for a while you are going to try and keep it going with those people. You're going to try and justify yourself in a way, but I see that it is going to come to a point where you feel so comfortable in what you are doing that you will feel comfortable cutting whatever needs to be cut off your life in order to continue with this. So even though it comes at a cost in a certain way, but it is definitely something fulfilling for you and something that will bring great joy.
Yay, they're all playing nice today.
Yeah.
Amazing. If anybody else wants to read, put your question in and we'll get to you next. But now, let's see what Brant has for Marliese.
Ooh, let's see if we get 2.
Okay, so Marliese, I'm going to see if I can be positive with this.
We're all
the first card that I got was the Thief.
Of course.
Followed by Death. And in this deck, like a lot of our non-German gypsies, they have inconstants. I love this. It's the sun's out, but at nighttime. So what I would say is maybe you're going to feel a lack, right? Something missing. you're gonna, there's a reason why you asked about a love read. With our death card, you want to put an end to that. And with our inconstancy, I would suggest that you sort of shake things up. Go visit places you don't normally hang out. Break up your own routine. A lot of times we get stuck in a rut and we wonder why we're so lonely or lonesome. Is because you're doing the same thing and going to the same places. So with inconstancy here, I think my main advice for you is to shake things up a bit.
I like that. We have one more person wanting one of your amazing love reads.
Wow,
Really?
that's popular.
It is, isn't it?
Okay. Been without someone for 21 years, Valentis.
It's a long
Okay.
time.
So let's go here. Let's see. What's up with Valentis' love life? I kind of want to pull a little cross for this one. Okay, so Valentis, I'm not sure of your gender. Would you be able to confirm for me your gender? I can't really tell from your little
Icon.
before I go on.
I would probably make it up.
Okay.
I thought Valentis was a female name, actually.
Yeah, I think so too. And I'm gonna go with that because I got the
I will go with male.
sweetheart
Oh,
right there.
that's
And
Maria. Maria's better knowing than us.
That's it, man.
No, I would think male, like Volantes,
Whoops,
but because
sorry.
in Spanish it's kind of, I don't know,
It's a strong-
male sounding.
It's like a strong masculine kind of.
Yeah. If it was Spanish, it would be a male name. But
okay, then we'll
I
go
don't
with
know.
that. So in the center we have the sweetheart. So this is the object of your desire. Now, or we could say it's either the person that you are thinking of, or it's just your ideal partner. So the cards around this, above it we have the priest. So what's in your thoughts? I think that you're thinking that it just has to be this, meant to be this wild, I don't know. That's I guess that maybe
Sorry, Valentis confirmed that he's male and is in the same sex. It's looking for same sex.
Okay. So I kind of think that you have this sort of idealized image of what the perfect partner or love life is. Now, with the priest being that card there, I kind of wonder, do you set them up, your expectations too high a little bit? But the card that's below you is the letter card. Okay, like, I think that maybe you have issues with being able to communicate with someone that you might be interested in. The card that's behind you and shows some difficult things for you, we have the sadness card, or tears. I think that you really just get down on yourself a little bit too much. And the other big thing here in front of you is the fidelity card. You friend zone people. You friend zone all your potential mates or people that are interested in you. I think that's a big problem as to why you've been single for so long. Number one, you set really high expectations for what you want in a relationship or a partner. Number two, you're kind of reserved in communicating. when we look at, you have, you kind of get down on yourself, and you don't really, maybe a lot of times, see yourself as worthy. And then again, like I said, you friend zone people that are coming towards you and trying to make a connection with you, rather than giving it a chance to evolve into something stronger. So my advice for you is to open up. Don't set your standards so high. Don't be hard on yourself. And be open to those. You know what I'm saying. For a lot of people, you're friends before you're lovers, and that's a great place to start out, because you already know each other well. So I'm going to say, look to the people that are closest to you that you may have not considered. And that's about all I got to say about that.
That's lovely.
Yes.
Has anybody seen a softening in Brand?
Yes.
It's beautiful.
what?
Isn't it? A softening in Brand.
Oh yeah, it's
Dimo.
the son from Florida. He's in a better mood now.
Yes. So we have a question that's not cards related, but I think is an interesting one, and I'd love to hear your ideas on it. What do you believe regarding the concepts of twin flames?
Oh, that's interesting.
Can I go? Can I spit my mouth out about it?
Go for it.
So basically, the ideology about the twin flames is that the divine masculine and the divine feminine both are one in the same and separated and need to come together. We are divine masculine and divine feminine within ourselves. It's about us coming into our own self, being that one with self, one in all aspects of self, actually then kind of ascending into a kind of higher state of being through coming together. I believe that there could be the soulmates and things like that, but as the twin flames, the use as a concept to trigger. They say that, it's like triggering one another and working through each other's karma, and a lot of people use it as a way to kind of acknowledge, or even I've seen witnessed on some instances, tolerate the bad behavior of others, tolerate the abuse and things like that from other people because they're my twin. No, you heal yourself. And part of that is finding your soulmate, in my opinion, is when you actually are totally at one within yourself, totally at peace within that. You're actually whole. You've filled your own hole. You're actually, you don't need anybody else. You're quite happy, content. You're happy with who you are. You love everything about you. You love the person that you are, and nobody will be able to find true love until they're able to love themselves. Because if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you meant to expect somebody else to love you?
Wow, that's like RuPaul.
That's RuPaul. Yeah, I was thinking the same.
How the hell are you gonna love anybody else?
How can you expect anybody else to love you?
Can I get an amen?
If you can't love yourself? Do you know what I mean? How can you say that? I want somebody to love me. How does people know how to love you if you don't
You're
know how
missing
to
some
love you?
feathers for this.
You need, do you know what I mean?
Bran, what are your
More
thoughts?
like, bitch,
Fill your hole.
love yourself first, bitch.
Bran, your thoughts?
So first off, I believe I met my soulmate. I was 15 years old. I met this older woman. She left her husband. I ran away from home, and we were together for 15 years. I believed, and I still believe, that she was my soulmate. I believe that we come together to ride this wild roller coaster called Earth many times together before. And we will again. So I've had that, you know, and I realize that there are people in life that just yearn for that sort of connection and that feel that their life is incomplete without it. But, you know, I feel like my situation was kind of unique because, you know, we do, as we, you know, do these readings for people, there are people that never have that true love, right? They go through life and never find that. They go through relationship after relationship and they'll say they never felt that, right? So I could, you know, I just sort of think that it's more like twin flames, soulmates, and I just think that it's more rare. You know, it's not the norm, I think.
I think the problem a lot of the time is with the wording twin flames.
Yeah, I don't like.
I think we all prefer the term soulmate than twin flames because of the negative connotations with the twin flames. I met my soulmate, so I really get exactly what Brant's saying, because unless you really experience that, then so yeah, I believe in soulmates and returning throughout lives, as Brant said, but I don't like the name twin flames.
Well, I always want to chase the bullshit that they say is part of the twin flame journey. You know, you'll meet them and then they'll run away from you, and then years later.
Yeah,
Like,
I have an issue with that, like the whole mythology around it.
I mean, and it's like you've got to tolerate that kind of shitty behavior
Yeah.
because they're your twin. And
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
when you find your soulmate, you'll move heaven and earth to be with them. You'll do anything to prevent them feeling any pain, not want to actually take them down to the ultimate of all triggers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually,
That's
like,
what I have with it. And
I'm
then
not-
you're going to be all right with it.
I'm not quite sure how I feel like about twin flames or soulmates or whatever, but it is. I think I have a certain. I had an awful experience with someone who was obsessed with being my soulmate, and I think that I run from that because of that experience that I had. So, you know, maybe I am biased when it comes to having an opinion about soulmates and the twin flames and whatnot, but they are often just justifying awful behaviors, as Jane said. And, you know, I personally am more from the thought that there is nothing more romantic than being chosen by that person. Like, I think if there's a person out there that you have to be with because it's like ordained, or you know, because you have to and you have like no choice, then what's romantic about me having no choice but to be with you even if you're an asshole? So I don't know, I would rather choose the people or know that I'm chosen by people. But I'm a downer because I had this shitty experience anyway. So
That's beautiful. Somebody asked if there'll be a playback. Yes, you can watch it on the YouTube channel. So I think we'll say goodbye for tonight on the twin flame note, and we will see you all. We're going to do another one.
yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
We'll set another one up. Have a lovely week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.